Chronic pain, defined medically as pain lasting beyond 3 to 6 months, often becomes a perplexing and deeply distressing condition. Science can describe in detail the mechanisms of how chronic pain arises through nerve damage, central sensitization, or psychological reinforcement, but it cannot fully explain why this pain continues when there is no injury or threat. Here, the problem of chronic pain begins to leave the domain of biology and enters the territory of philosophy. Modern neuroscience has mapped the biological basis of chronic pain. It can be triggered by injury, illness, or even emotional trauma. Over time, nerve pathways become hypersensitized, and the brain learns to perceive pain signals even when there is no physical cause. Chronic pain can thus become a self-sustaining loop of suffering. Yet despite all this understanding, science falls short of explaining the purpose of chronic pain. In evolutionary biology, pain evolved as a warning system to alert us of danger, injury, or illness. Acute pain serves a clear function. It helps us survive. But chronic pain does the opposite. It debilitates, isolates, and often drives people into despair. If evolution favors traits that aid survival, why does this seemingly maladaptive condition persist? Science has no satisfying answer. The failure to explain the purpose of chronic pain turns it into a philosophical question. When pain loses its biological utility, it becomes a matter of existence and meaning. What does it mean to suffer continuously? Is pain just a random error in the body's programming, or does it have some hidden significance? Philosophical traditions across the world have long wrestled with such questions. In existentialism, chronic pain can be seen as a confrontation with the absurdity of life. It forces the individual to face mortality, powerlessness, and the limits of the human condition. For the Stoic, pain is a part of nature, neither good nor bad, but a test of inner strength and control over one's response. Stoicism teaches that one cannot always control events, but one can control their inner attitude toward them. In Eastern philosophy, especially in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, chronic suffering is seen in terms of karma and samskaras, or mental impressions. Pain may not be a meaningless malfunction, but a form of purification, a result of past actions or stored impressions that must be worked through. From this perspective, suffering can even be a tool of spiritual evolution, pushing the soul toward detachment, compassion, and liberation. Philosophically, chronic pain may not be random. It may reflect deeper layers of unresolved inner conflict. Emotional trauma, guilt, shame, or identity crises can all express themselves through the body when left unacknowledged. Some thinkers believe that chronic emotional or physical pain may be the body's way of expressing what the conscious mind cannot. It is not only a neurological event, but also a message, a cry from within that something essential has been ignored or repressed. Science, despite its immense progress, cannot tell us the why of suffering that serves no clear purpose. That why lies beyond molecules and nerve signals. It lies in the human experience of meaning, consciousness, and existence itself. Chronic pain is not just a medical condition. It is a philosophical wound, raising timeless questions about suffering, purpose, and the limits of control. Until science can answer those questions, it is philosophy, and perhaps spirituality, that holds the tools to confront and make sense of this most intimate and invisible kind of suffering. Chronic pain may not be defeated only by medicine, but by understanding, acceptance, and the search for meaning in the midst of torment.